Hey guys, Micah from Micah Doodles here. Going to be drawing a um, Tesla Model S. One of the requests from one of my Instagram friends, the art of knobs. So anyway, going to start this one out. I did have a request to change my pencil. I normally use a kid pencil because that's what my kids have, but for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use an HB pencil. So I'm going to start out with my. This lead's going to be a little thicker, come on a little bit darker. But again, I'm drawing my horizon line here, and basically going to start rocking on this car here. So I got my front of my car here. Since I want to slope it in, I'm going to add my angles and my lines here. This car has a lot of front end on it, and one of the things that really stand out on this car is when you look at it right away, you're going to see the grill. The grill's basically a lot like Jaguar. It's very, very solid, very, very strong in the middle, and so that's really going to be the predominant thing that I really want to show on this car, and then kind of build everything around it. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. Basically design it that way. Okay, I'm going to take this thing up here. Everything here is going to slope to this grill. I'm going to line this guy down like that. So as soon as I get that grill down, I'm going to build everything around it. Thanks for you guys' patience on this. There we go. Like that. That's going to slope in. I've got lights coming like this. Lights like this. It's going to slope up like that. This is going to slope like that. I'm just going to move this guy down like that. Roughly, that's going to come down. Now, when I'm doing side profiles and things like that of cars, I have I really like to exaggerate what's going on here on the side. Really exaggerate my lines and my points. So I have a little bit of fun with that as well. This thing would have a tendency to drop here, so here's my center line of this car, just so that I keep everything in line here. This thing does a real kind of a cool shape here, so I just really want to tackle that shape and make sure I get that shape right. The eyes on this thing are also very defining as well. So with this, I'm going to kind of add a little bit of slant to it because I really want to kind of give it more of an aggressive look as well. Okay, there we go. I know that that's kicking in like that. Okay, now I'm going to bring this guy up like this. Again, now normally when I draw a vehicle, I'm drawing it within a shape like this. So as soon as I figure out where everything's going on this, then I can start going a little bit heavier and inking this thing in. And again, I'm going heavy on my tires, bigger tires as well on this thing. Now I noticed on the Tesla, these tires are moving, but I was doing a little bit of research before I started, and I saw one that I liked, and it looked like it had a multi-spoke. So I'm gonna basically draw that in, a multi-spoke tire in there like that, and then I'm going to build it off of there. So this thing basically going high to this line here. Let's see, we're going to kick this tire out like that in the back, roughly like that. This thing slopes in like this, and from this back it's going to go high and then down. So I'm really going to angle this thing down, so it looks like it's really aggressive towards that angle, towards that corner. Okay, it's got a mirror that pops up like this. And that's going to pull that in like that. You just roughly rough that in. Okay, so got my basic shape in this. Now I'm going to basically start inking this, or not inking it, but kind of rounding it in, making some more sense of this thing. guys can see that okay. Coming up my line here like this. I go dark to kind of add a little bit of what's going on here. There's a bumper on these Teslas that's on the front. Kind of breaks it up from here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that darkness to make that thing pop forward a little bit. My lights. Okay. So I'm going to really kind of angle this guy down. I really want to make these lights a little aggressive as well. Pull it into the car. This does have a high line that runs to the front of the car here. This rolls up to a point like that. Okay, then this is going to come like this. So I really wanted to find this hood right. So we're going to pull this heavy like that. This is coming up. We're going to pull that heavy like that. So when this thing slopes, there we go. And this hood, basically you want to slamp it down like this. That's basically where we're getting it like that. Pulls out the front like that. Now this thing has grill. This thing has some fins that run in like this as well. Just pulling these guys in. Roughly something like that. There's my head point, my T's in here. There's a light that's in here like that. Now I'm going to move on here. So this guy's going to drop down. It does have a spoiler. The spoiler is kind of hidden within here, within this line. So that's okay. Use that to kind of define what's going on here as well. Okay, now to have some fun with these wheels here. Kind of what I want to do is I want to look at the shapes in between the wheels rather than looking, or the spokes in between the negative space in between each spoke. That's kind of what I'm focusing on, because that's going to help me to see. Sometimes when you're drawing things, you don't want to look at always what is obvious. Look at what is not obvious, because you can always go in and fill that in. Sometimes what I do is, if I have some images that are kind of bleeding together, I'll do what's called the squint test. Which means that I will squint my eyes as I'm drawing a picture so I can kind of see what's taking place with the vehicle, what objects are going to stand out more, what aren't going to stand out as much. There we go. So this guy, I'm going to go ahead and ink this tire in here. And this HB pencil really goes on real dark, so I want to kind of be careful. Hit my line in there like that first. There we go. I'm going to start adding some shadows. I always add a shadow to tuck that wheel inside. Like that. That. Adding a little bit of dimension to the wheel, wherever the shadow is going to be at. I'm going to kind of hit it underneath as well. And obviously I don't have a reference picture for these wheels, I'm just guessing, so a little dark here, down like that, roughly something like that. And then where this is going to hit, I'm going to leave a little line here. This is gonna, these fins touch inside of here like that. That's pretty rough, but you get an idea. All right, now let's do my daughter's phone here. Okay, on this car we've got pulling in. This goes underneath like this. This is darker underneath here. I really want to kind of grab what's going on here, just the shape. It's got a strong oval. Tesla has a lot of curves on it. Same thing with what's going on here. I got clients calling me here. I'll get back with them. All right, so now this is defining what's going on this side of this tire. Okay, so I'm going to hit this tire here real quick to get an idea. This shape on this Tesla, when it comes off the back, it's kind of like, it's kind of got this.
Did Josie come down here?
No.
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, she's in a room.
Okay.
There we go. All right, that wheel's
Oh my!
that wheel's tucked inside like that. Okay, again, draw what you know, not what you see. And when you don't have anything to see, that's where that definitely comes in handy. Again, because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So I know that that guy is going to roll through like that. Shadowing this guy down. This here. I like to do this too. If I know that there's a shadow here, I'll create a shadow for this mirror as well on here. Okay. So if I was going to duplicate what's going on over here, I've got this window right here, roughly. Let's see here. This comes down like this. I've got probably something, the back window, roughly. I'm just guessing right now. It's probably a lot more defined, but anyway, you guys get the idea. So then I go over the top like that, and I'm going to, now I just lost my picture, so it's okay. It's enough to kind of give you guys an idea. I'm going to shade in where my rims are as well. Fade it up here. I've got a rim lip on here. That it's going to roll inside. Kind of something like that. And obviously, you guys get the idea. If I was going to do this for a client, I'd be a little bit more careful on those rims and definitely nail it in there, but this will kind of give you an idea. So hopefully that helps, guys. There's your Tesla, your Model S. Again, you could do interesting things with your I always throw, my style is I like to throw a cartoon steering wheel here like this, like that, and then I'm all done. All right, you have any questions? You can email me, Micah at micahdoodles.com right here, and hopefully that works. So thanks a lot, guys.